You're telling me to stop a child that doesn't eat, stop her from drinking because she's producing too much urine. The most basic things, they can't even do that. I swear to God, if we don't get a change, I have to go. I have to leave Ireland because I genuinely don't see a future here for me or my kids. Like, I think she was around 18 months old when we started realising that there's something a little bit more going on, that it wasn't just a fussy child. She didn't sleep, she didn't eat, she wasn't gaining weight, she couldn't sit up by herself. There was so much that was going on with her. If there was a public health nurse, she would have picked up on those things straight away, you know. The first 2 years of Kyra's life was the worst time. It should have been the happiest time, but it was probably the worst time and the darkest time. Sorry, this really gets me because it was really tough, really tough. And nobody was there to support us. Sorry, I just have to stop for a second.
The fact that you are forced to put your whole life out there, your difficulties.
Yeah, to be honest with you, at the moment I kind of feel we've knocked on every door and just not seeming to get any answers. So I just feel like we have to shine a light on how bad the situation is. At the same time, I don't feel very good about it. It really has a massive toll on not just me, on my whole family. I reached out again to the public health nurse and explained my concerns and everything, and she called us in, went through Kyra's development, and straight away she was like, straight away we need to do a referral for an assessment of need. But while she was saying that, on the other hand, she was saying to me, look, this is going to take years. If you can afford to, I'd highly recommend that you go look privately, because God knows when this is going to be.
You need, and you haven't gotten, or Kyra hasn't gotten any therapy.
Not one single ounce of therapy. Kyra, when we moved up from Crumlin 2 years ago, Kyra was on a priority waiting list. And to get onto that priority waiting list, I had to send videos of her self-interest behaviour. I had to send pictures of the injuries that she had. I had to send doctor's letters to prove that we had been to the hospital. We had to do an awful lot to prove that we were eligible to get onto that waiting list. We moved up here and we were told, no, sorry, she doesn't meet the criteria for that. Even for nappies, I applied for Kyra for nappies last year, what she's entitled to. And because I was buying nappies, but we got to a point where the nappies that you could buy weren't fitting her anymore. So we applied for nappies. They told me to wring the nappy out because we were asking for too many nappies. Wring the nappy out and see how much she's putting out and reduce her juice. You're telling me to stop a child that doesn't eat, stop her from drinking because she's producing too much urine. The most basic things, they can't even do that. I swear to God, if we don't get a change, I have to go. I have to leave Ireland because I genuinely don't see a future here for me or my kids. Like.